Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. If somebody wants to be a very good surgeon, he must have a perfect knowledge of anatomy. Then only he can be a good surgeon. In the same manner, if we really mean spirituality as the ultimate business of our life, we also must have the perfect knowledge of our personality. See? The other day somebody sent me one WhatsApp. Swamiji, I am very disturbed. Why they have done like this thing? I have been the best person. Now they are troubling me. What should I do? So I asked her a question. Who is asking this question? Is Mr. So-and-so asking this question? Or is this person holding the position is asking this question? Or is this question asked by the mother? Or this question asked by the citizen of India? Or this question is asked by God? Who is asking the question? Please tell me. Be attentive. At the root of every thought, there is somebody. Without somebody, thoughts cannot erupt. These are the basics of life. See, for example, let us play for a moment. Become husband and wife and remain cool. So the thoughts will come about wife and husband respectively. Now become nobody. As we are in deep sleep. No thoughts. Now the thoughts that come to somebody, let us investigate. Is this somebody real? About this, we'll take an example. There is a girl, and known to me, I knew her right from before her marriage. I attended her marriage, they had a child, I named the child, and she got divorced. In divorce, I was not present. Then, there is some function in their tradition that only the married girls can attend that function. So, her mother told, she was staying with her parents, her mother told, please go away from the house when the function is being conducted, because this function allows only married ladies to come and attend. You are divorced, go away. So she said, why should I go? He is not dead, he is still there. Don't ask questions. Go and ask your Swamiji. So she came to me. And the question was, after divorce, whether the lady or the girl, she continues to be widow or non-widow. Who is a widow? Whose husband died. And what is the divorce? He is no more my husband. So as a husband, he is dead to me, is it not? Now this wife or this woman, is she widow or not widow? And if that husband died, where he has gone? Then again, one gets married. See? Again a wife is born. Is it the first wife who has become the second wife? I am leaving this question unanswered. Reflect on that. This particular thing came to me when I was in Germany, and after my retreat, after 2 days or so, one lady came and asked me this question. She said, Swamiji, you should have come in my life 25 years before. I said, even then I would not have married you. She said, no, 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 not for marriage. I would not have divorced 3 times. I say, anyway, no, 4th time, don't get divorced. Now I have come into your life. No, I have realized where I was wrong. But it is too late. I said, okay, now that topic is over. Now let me ask you also some question to inquire. I have no questions. I want to inquire and learn. So my learning was, when you got married for the first time, for our understanding, we make you W1, wife 1. And your husband was first husband, F1. So what is the couple? W1, F1. Then you got divorced. Then again you got married. Then the second couple was born, W2, F2. Then the third time, W3, F3. Now my question is W1 equal to W2 equal to W3 equal to what? Is it the first husband who became the second husband? Is it the second husband who became the third husband? So the third husband will be very heavy because summation of the earlier 2. Think. We are all miserable only because of this. Those who are miserable, they don't exist. If somebody is sleeping, you can wake him up. When somebody is not sleeping, how can you wake him up? You try to wake a person who is not sleeping, he will not wake up. See, my friends, what science does is only gives you medicines and keep your thinking faculty numb. Once there was a lady, she wanted to write a book on mind, and she heard me somewhere in some international yoga conference. She said, I want some input from you in my book. And her question was, what is the meaning of mind for you people? I said, you tell me what is the meaning for you. See, you must have read junk and everybody. I said, yes, I have not only read junk, but I eat also junk food. Then I told her, we do not talk about unhealthy conditions of the mind. We talk about the possible infinite potentialities that we all have. Invade that infinite potentiality, and it can be done only by living in utter awareness. See, we all have 2 things common. We have infinite potentiality. Sky is the limit for us. And second, we have got finite time. How we can use or invoke or explore this infinite potentiality within the short period. That is spiritual life. And what is that infinite potentiality? Be an instrument through which the infinite bliss expresses. That is the infinite potentiality. Like this mic. This mic has no purpose. The one who is talking through the mic, he has the purpose. Mic is just an instrument. If you keep the mic like here, they are kept in the box, it remains there. The purpose is for the one who is talking. So when I started the talk, I asked you, are you able to hear me? Because I want you to hear, but my voice cannot reach you. So we are taking the help of the mic in between. Be attentive. Suppose this mic brings out his own sound. You must have seen sometime, these mics, they have their electronic onkar. Hum. Sometimes the mics create their own throat clearance. So what we do with such a mic? Throw it away. Exactly the same way, the Lord wants to express through us. But what happens? Like the bad mic, we have our noise. Unless we know somebody is fit, we will not approach that person. See? Like I am staying with Anand. If I want to eat something, I will never ask him. I will ask his wife. Because she is the right person to give me something to eat. So when we also are selecting a right person for a right job, is he not selecting the right person for a right job? See, friends, but what science does is give medicines, give depressants, and that infinite potentiality of the mind is systematically destroyed. See, my friends, invoke, and that can be invoked only through strict discipline. One has to be disciplined in life. And discipline begins with proper understanding. See? Therefore, the basic difference between the science and spirituality is spirituality helps us grow and merge in the Absolute so that the Absolute expresses through us. Science will keep us entangled in this world. Once there was an inauguration in a medical college in India. For some department, they invited me. Swamiji, you please come and inaugurate a department. I said, come on, I don't know anything in medicine except terramycin. Terrameracin is terramycin. Or anacin or iskacin. Mera nahi. I said, beyond that, I don't know anything. Why should I come and inaugurate your medical thing? No, Swamiji, please come. I had to go. And I don't know what exactly geriatrics means because I am not a medicine student. And then we have to inaugurate the geriatric department in this hospital. So we want you to come. I went there. And then there were some great doctors imported from America because in India there are no doctors. So imported from America. And thereafter, they have to show the PowerPoint presentation. Those who use PowerPoint, they have no memory. Memory is zero. So they will show that, read it, and again you have to listen to the same thing. So he started his PowerPoint presentation, and I don't know what geriatrics means. So I was thinking, what is this department? Why they called me? Then he showed the first slide. This is my house in Kansas. Oh, I thought geriatrics means a house building department. Some knowledge I got. Then the second slide. This is my dog. Oh, geriatrics means the animal department, dog department. The third slide. This is my wife. Shown in the order of importance. And after some time, then slowly I got an idea. It is a department of the oldies like me. See? Like pediatrics, geriatrics. And after everything was over, then they say, Swamiji, now you can lit the lamp and inaugurate. I said, am I allowed to say something? He said, yes, of course you say. Then I said, you doctors have made the lives of the people miserable. Why don't you allow the people to die? Today, the demographic problem of the world is not because more children are born. Old people like me are refusing to die. You go anywhere. And what they will do? They will put all the tubes here and there and machines and they are lying there in the bed so that they can earn more and more and more. What for? Friends, health and long life cannot be the goal of life. See? Then what is the goal of life? Let us be an instrument through which the Lord expresses in full glory. And the ultimate expression of the Lord is, in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोकः लोकान्नो द्विजते च यः हर्षामर्ष भयोद्वेगैः मुक्तः यस्य च मे प्रियः. He who is not a nuisance for others and he who doesn't take others as a nuisance for him. See, this is the fulfillment of life. See, my friends, therefore, matter is the field of operation in the science, and spirit is the field of operation in spirituality. Now, to what we give importance? If we give importance to the matter, we will be all the time only creating more and more comforts and making persons comfortably miserable. A beautiful king-sized bed doesn't give you sleep. A beautiful car, nobody to sit next to you, frustration. See, friends, life is not fulfilled by accumulating the things and collecting the people. Life is fulfilled only when discover fulfillment within. See, friends, then we start learning from our experiences. So, this is all my spiritual practice in my life that I have done. Learn from every experience of your life. And what is the learning? Let anything happen anywhere. Do not play with the peace of your mind. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha bhavayata shantihi, ashantasya kutas sukham. A disturbed person can never be happy. See, Bhagavan said, in Upanishad it is said, Anandadeva kalvimani bhutani jayante, anandena jatani jivanti. Lord created this world out of bliss. Where from the blisters have come? That is our creation. See, my friends, these basic data, fundamentals must be clear. Then only we can walk the spiritual path. See, friends, therefore, whenever we are walking on a spiritual path, attention is on ourselves. Whenever we are disturbed, immediately switch on who is disturbed. And you will come to know at the root of every thought, there is somebody. Then find out, is that somebody real? Now be attentive. I, as a man, to my father, I am a son. I, as a man, to my wife, I am a husband. To my son, I am a father. Have I become three? I am only one. Because of upadhis, conditionings, the one is referred in three ways. And who is miserable? It is the son is miserable because of the Hitler father. It is the husband is miserable because of the terrible wife. It is the father who is miserable because of the son. And all the three have a common denominator, the man. And man is never miserable. Be attentive. There are two creations. One is God's creation, second is our creation. God created a woman. See? Then out of that one woman, the son creates a mother, the husband creates a wife, see? The father creates a daughter. And who are miserable? These three who are created by us. I am taking you slowly, step by step. See. So, has the son become the husband? Has the husband become the father? Has the father become the son? Or it is the man alone? He became the son. He became the husband. He became the father. Similarly, the waker that I am, I don't become the dreamer. There is no relationship whatsoever. See? I, the one who gave lectures in Cary before coming here, and I, the one who is giving lecture here, are these two lecturers the same? No. There someone else gave lecture, here someone else is giving. These two are different. But there is one common factor. That common factor is I, the man. If I, the man, die, will these two exist? Be very attentive. When my father dies, will I, the son, die? When my wife dies, will I, the husband, die? When my son dies, will I, the father, die? No. Because they don't exist. Their question comes, where they are gone? They are gone nowhere. Because they don't exist. These non-existing entities, they are creating commotion in this world. This is the meaning of ego. See, friends, ego is nothing but a mule carrying the burden of total past possessions and relations. Try these two things. I tried this thing once. I was traveling, and some gentleman came and sat in front of me in the train. And when he saw, he said, "Oh, I am happy you are here. Now, for next 18 hours, I will have nothing but I can discuss with you, talk to you." When people ask me questions, I get frightened. So I said, "My God, now 18 hours I had to sit with this fellow in this room. I can't jump out of the running train. How to keep his mouth shut?" So what I did, I took out the rosary mala from my hand. I told, "My Guru has told me, whenever you travel, you should chant the Lord's name. So according to my Guru's orders, I am not allowed to talk to you. I am doing my japa. You can tell about yourself. If you want to make any old person happy, ask him or her about their past and don't listen. Chabi bhar ke chhod do. They will start. When I was, who wants to know about our past? People are concerned about their future. But old people have no future. Now what future I have got? Nothing. I am living only because I am not dying. There is no purpose. See? So I told him, I said, "Babaji, you tell something." And he started. He started telling story about him from the 3 generations. My grandfather used to be in Kabul. They used to sell chana. And from Afghanistan, they shifted to Peshawar. Then from Peshawar, they came to Karachi. Then India was partitioned. Then from Karachi, he went to Ranchi. And from Ranchi also they could not do, from Ranchi they came to USA. You know USA in India? Ulhasnagar Sindhi Association. So they came to USA. And one after continue. And whenever he used to tell something and I see that his spirit is going down, I used to, then what happened? Again he will be revived, like pruning. And again start. And then my children told Dad, "Here it's a very humid climate, why don't you go to Delhi, you'll be better." So they put me in this train and I saw you. Really? Then what happened? Friends, When you come in utter present, you have nothing to talk. How simple it is. Now think more. Do we have a choice to live yesterday? We have no choice. Do we have the choice to live tomorrow? We have no choice. We have to live today. Living today is easier because it is natural to us. And whenever we are living today, we are happy. See? Whenever you are happy, you are in the present. In a school, there was a teacher and she told, children, you have to write a story, okay? And write quickly, short story. But don't make the end miserable. Make the happy end. Now start writing story. And whosoever writes the fastest, his story will be read. So the children started. One child finished hardly within 1 minute and he was keeping quiet. So the teacher asked, what about you? He said, you told short story I have written. You finished story writing so fast? He said, yes, you told short story ending happily. I did it. Wow. Okay, he read. And he read his story. There was a man and a woman, first sentence in the story. They were standing back to back. Third sentence, they started walking. Fourth sentence, thereafter they lived happily. How beautiful the story is. So whenever you are happy, you are in the present. Whenever you are happy, you are neither man, woman, young, old, Indian, non-Indian, nothing. You are just happy. Happiness doesn't have any label. Discover this happiness. We are seeking happiness. Don't seek happiness. See? Now, how do we discover happiness? See? The first step is learn from your own experiences. Do not play with the peace of your mind. Peace of our mind is the topmost priority. A person who is disturbed cannot think. He reacts. He cannot think. See, my friends. And therefore, we have to have the fundamentals clear in our life. When the fundamentals are clear, life is a fun. When fundamentals are not clear, life is mental. Therefore, this one word includes both fun and mental. Now we decide whether we want to make our life a fun or mental. See, the instruments that we have to use them properly. And for that, we must know how to use the instrument. One example I'll give you. In somebody's house, I had gone for dinner, and that Amma was cooking, and her husband was standing next to her and was telling, look here, this iPhone I have bought only 3 months before and it is hanging up. These people take money and just give rubbish to us. So the wife said, you only complain about everything in this world. You don't know even how to operate the iPhone? Go and ask Swamiji. Now look here, where I am involved, because I am freely available, go and ask Swamiji. So he came. Swamiji, case is referred to you. My phone is hanging up. What should I do? So I said, okay. Go to settings, he went to settings. I said, now scroll down and you will come across restore factory settings. Click that. He clicked. And there is a message. All data will be erased. Options yes and no. Say yes. He did yes. All his data was erased. I said, now restart. He started again. And thereafter, the phone was perfect. Wow, Swamiji, what you have done? I said, this is spirituality. By factory settings, we are all cheerful, happy, divine. In factory settings, we don't want to prove anything to anybody. But then why our phones hang? Because free apps, free downloads. Keep on downloading, keep on downloading. We take those useless WhatsApp messages, pictures and small video clips. Net result is our whole storage is blocked. And then we say, why my phone is hanging? You have to learn also to delete. We have never learned that. Right from childhood, keep on downloading, and such a horrible thing that when the age grows, our system hangs. Learn to delete. And the deleting is this simple technique. I am telling you and I am also telling you, you will not do it. Don't talk about your past to anybody. And don't ask anybody about their past. See? Like typical Indians, wherever we go, the same thing. In one place, one modern looking lady asked me this question. Swamiji, when did you come on this line? Is spirituality a line or what? And she asked in Hindi, Swamiji, आप इस लाइन पर कब से आए? हमने जब से लाइन मारना छोड़ दिया, इस लाइन पर आ गए. See friends, how does it matter? This is the way that we do not remain in the present. Be very attentive. In Varanasi, one very elderly gentleman, he was listening to my talk and very highly educated in the spiritual field and a great respected person, an editor of a very prestigious journal. So he asked me this question. Swamiji, you are very much insisting not to talk about our past. Why we should not talk about our past? How will our children know about our childhood? I said, before you tell your childhood, ask the children, are they interested to know? They are not interested. They are concerned about their future. See? One NRI father came to India, to USA. And our Indian old people means what? They have to teach everybody, whether somebody wants or doesn't want. So, he started telling his grandson something. Then he said, okay, grandpa, I want to talk to you something. Yes. You told me we are from that village in Tamil Nadu. Yes. So you are staying in that village? No, we shifted to Chennai. Now where are you staying? We are in Chennai. Very good. Do you go back to your village? No way. There is nothing there. What will I go for? Very good. Exactly the same way, we have come to USA. Now there is nothing for us to go to India. Why should we go? As you left your village and came to Chennai, my dad left India, came here. What is the difference? When the child said like this, grandfather says, here the children are very arrogant. They are not arrogant. You are not able to understand the truth. All the time going in the past, going in the past. So I told that old man from Varanasi, I said, look here, childhood belonged to whom? To you or to the body? It is the body that is born. It is the body that is baby. It is the body that is a teenager. It is the body that is the middle age. It is the body that is the old age. You are ever the same. Bhagavad Gita tells, Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptihi dhiras tatra na muhyati. Before coming to your Charlotte, I was in Cary. Before coming to Cary, I was in Phoenix. Before that in Sedona. Before that in Dallas. Before that in Houston. Where did I die? I am the same. Those places are dead for me. In the same manner, childhood is dead for me. The teenage is dead for me. The middle age is dead for me. Where did I die? Death is an impossibility. Death is an illusion. So in that medical college, when I was talking to them, I said, instead of you giving false hopes to these old people in the hospital, why don't you tell them something different? Then you tell them, when your childhood was over and teenage began, did you mourn, oh, my childhood has gone? Then the teenage has gone, the middle age has come. Did you mourn that, oh, my teenage has gone? Then the middle age has gone. Did you mourn? No, because you are the same, exactly the same way. This old body will also go. Even if you want, you cannot die. That is spirituality. But all the time living in this past, when we were children, you were never a child, the body was a child. It was the body that is born, it is the body that dies. Recognize yourself to be the embodied and not the body. See, friends, this is one of the basics of spiritual life. Unless we come to recognize this principle, that we are living in the body, we are not living as the body. Gender is limited to body. To me, there is no gender. See, friends, understand this basic principle of life. And is it not our experience? My lips are not talking to you. There is someone behind the lips who is talking to you. Your ears are not hearing. There is somebody behind the ears who is hearing. Therefore, we are the embodied and not the body. Once I went to my friend's place, rang the bell, and the maid servant opened the door. I said, hey, Guptaji is there? No, Swamiji, he is not there. I said, okay, I'll come later. No, you come inside. Even if Mr. Gupta is not there, but the furniture is there, the fridge is there, the TV is there, the fan is there, the walls are there. Am I going to see that furniture and the wall? I am going to see that Mr. Gupta. Exactly. I am not talking to you as a body. And if your mind is away from here, I may keep on talking, you won't listen to anything. Be attentive. All experiences happen in the mind. Body has no experience. Be very attentive. This is the basic of spirituality. Once there was something wrong with my toe, and my friend was doing some operation. So he made me sit on a chair, put my leg on the stool, and he gave local anesthesia, and after some time, when it became numb, he said, now Swamiji, you can watch, there won't be any pain to you. I said, now also I don't know what you are doing. So he held my big toe and took the scalpel and cut it. And I saw the blood coming out, and whatever he has to do, he was doing, playing with that toe. I had no pain because mind was not allowed to enter the toe. The toe was in meditation. That day I discovered this principle. All experiences happen only in the mind. And be attentive. And what we have done till date to take care of our mind? We take care of our house. There should be good, color pattern. There should be good furniture. There should be good crockery. Very good. It should be there. Then we take care of our clothes. They should be matching. They should be properly ironed. They should be clean. Very good. Then we take care of our food. It should be organic food, as if there is inorganic food. See? Then we take care about our figure. No, I don't eat sweets, I want to maintain my figure. Very good. Now, the most important thing, what we have done to take care of our mind till date? We have done nothing. It is the mind where all experiences are happening. See, friends, in the earlier days in India, you might have seen, not seen also, people never used to shave by themselves. The barber used to come to their house. Now also in villages, the barber goes to the house of the people and then they shave. So I was in Lucknow and one of my friends was exactly lazy like me. So as usual, I was very early out of my bed, finished my bath, and it was winter, and sitting in the sun reading newspaper, almost 8 o'clock. And the barber came. And he told me, I have come to shave him. So I said to my friend, hey, get up, your barber has come. He was so lazy, he took out his head out of the quilt. And the barber started doing the whitewash. And then he was shaving him. So I saw the barber. He was sharpening the razor dozens of times. After that is done on the stone, then he will take, that leather belt. On the leather belt, he will again do it. I said, come on, man, finish quickly. How long are you sharpening it? He looked at me, again became cool. He said, have you ever shaved in your life? I said, no. You will never understand. I said, then you teach me. He said, this is the instrument by which I use for shaving. Is it not my duty to maintain that instrument so that I can use it properly? He was my guru. We are going through our life only through the instrument of mind. What we have done till date to take care of the mind. See, friends, for us, because there are thoughts in the mind, we think we are thinkers. See, there are forests and there are gardens. Both the places, there are trees. When we go to the forest, we are afraid. We want to run away. When we go to the garden, we are so happy. Exactly the same way, our mind is like a forest jungle. And we want to run away from our mind. Then we want something to hold on to, some music, put something in the ears and start dancing or read or eat or do something. In short, we are struggling to run away from our mind, which you cannot. Because our mind is like a jungle. But when we go to the garden, we are so happy, so peaceful. Reason? In garden, every plant is selected, pruned, irrigated, maintained. Now find out what kind of thought trees we have. Desire, anger, greed, frustration, cheat, lust. These are the trees. How can you be happy? On the contrary, contemplative study of scriptures, remaining in poise, not expecting anything from anybody, living at zero complaints level. Bring these trees and see the garden of mind, how beautiful it is. Normally what happens? We only complain about the mind. We don't inquire about the mind. See? Complaining is not a solution. You inquire. And then we come to know, be attentive. As we have to know the anatomy of our body, so also we have to know the anatomy of our mind. When a thorn goes in our foot, what exactly happens? In that place, thorn being a foreign body, and the tissue of the body starts reacting with that area, with the thorn. Slowly, there is inflammation. There is heat production. There is painful experience. And then what we do? We want to remove that thorn. So we take another thorn, remove the first thorn and toss away both the thorns. The moment the foreign body is removed, the inflammation, the swelling, the heat, the pain quietens. You have not done anything. You remove the foreign body. If this is understood with the body, now go to your mind. Whenever anything enters the mind, that entry of anything is called as a foreign body entering the mind. And when that foreign body enters the mind, there is inflammation, there is a swelling, there is pain. That inflamed, swollen, painful mind is called as a thought or a desire. Then what we do? We fulfill our desire. Means what? That thorn, that foreign body which was bugging us, we remove that. I want a cup of tea. In the morning when I get up, I want a cup of tea. If a cup of tea is not given to me, then the mind starts getting agitated. Because that foreign body is there. Morning I must have a cup of tea. Morning I must have a cup of tea. And after the cup of tea is taken, that foreign body, the desire for the cup of tea is removed, immediately the mind becomes quiet. And then I, like a fool, think happiness has come from the tea. Friends, happiness doesn't come from tea. Happiness comes when you are at peace with yourself. If we have to talk about our life, what is our life? Right from childhood till date, we have been struggling to fulfill our desires. There is no end to the desires. Desires cannot be fulfilled. You fulfill one, second will come up. And if you are occupied, busy, then there will be less number of desires. See? Therefore, once we start understanding this happening in the mind, then alone we can start working on the mind. But when we don't know this thing, we are only complaining. See, friends, spirituality helps us to come out of the commotion that we have created. See? And science keeps us in that commotion and doesn't want us to come out of it. And then we start taking painkillers. What is a painkiller? Which kills you without pain. It is not the disease remover. Painkiller is not a prophylactic measure or a curative measure. It only kills the pain. The mind is not allowed to feel the pain, that's it. And what happens as a result? Be attentive. There is one doctor, she is a gynecologist. And because she herself is a doctor in her own huge hospital, so everything is accessible to her, all medicines and everything. So she used to work, and the worst job is gynecologist. All these fellows come at night. They never come during daytime. Rakshasa is born at night. So, as a result, her feet became very swollen, then varicose veins, very painful. So she used to take painkiller. First half painkiller was enough. Then she has to take one tablet. Then she has to take 1.5 tablet. Then she has to take 2 tablets. Slowly her titer increased. And one day she was very uncomfortable. So she called her friend, another gynecologist, and asked her to check what is wrong with my lower part. And when she just touched the cervix, like a mud pot, it broke and a bucket full of pus and blood came out. It was a 3rd-degree cancer. Because whenever there is a pain, you take a painkiller. Friends, every pain that is given to us is not for torturing, but to remind us, take care. But instead of taking care at the right time, we go on killing the pain. And therefore, we prolong our own problems. We don't solve them, we maintain them. Spirituality tells us that don't allow the problem to become a calamity. And therefore, start working on your mind. See, start working on your mind. All other things are okay in their place, nothing is wrong. But work on your mind. And that working is possible when we have the simple understanding. Number 1, we must be responsible in our life. Whatever we are supposed to do, we must do it. We are not obliged to accept everything from the world. No, you work hard. See? There was one Gujarati boy in New Zealand. I was staying with his sister. And I was so happy to see that boy. He came from India on PR. And first week he did not get any job anywhere. Then he told his sister that I am trying again for the job for 1 week. If I don't get job, I am not going to take food from your house. I will starve, but I will not eat free. And he was working very hard to get some job somewhere. He didn't get anywhere. Finally, he got a job on this garbage cleaning trucks, lifting and all that. He was the educated boy. He took that job. And he used to run, collect the garbage, put in this thing and all that. And he said, I prefer to die than to take free anything in my life. See, friends, that is the quality of life. We must not be a burden, a cancer to the society. Work hard, then only we are authorized to receive anything from the world. And this can happen when we are responsible in our life. And the responsibility is we all have to play different roles. We are mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. So many. So every role we have to play perfectly. If I am in front of my father, I must play the role of a obedient, ideal son. If I am in front of my wife, I must keep my mouth shut. If I am in front of my children, I must present them an ideal father. See, I was in UK in a school. That was the last lecture I gave in the UK school. After the talk was over, the teacher asked me this question. Amiji, how to control these children? They are so horrible. impossible to deal with them. What should be done? I said, don't blame the children. They are orphans with their parents. They have nothing to look forward. They have no ideal to practice in life. Simply blaming children is not enough. See, when they come home, where are the parents available? When they go in the society, where is any ideal? Neither politicians nor anybody. So they become vagabond. No control, no nothing. Last thought, my friends. What spirituality tells is, you are a human being. Science tells us, we are animals. According to Darwin, we are animals, isn't it? Science says, no, you are not animal. You are a human being. See? Now, what is the difference between animal and human being? First, let us see the similarity. 4 things are common between human beings and animals. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maitunancha. 4 things. Eating, sleeping, sense of insecurity, and procreation. 4 things are common between animals and human beings. Now, what is the difference between them? Dharmo hi tesham adhiko visheshaha dharma vihinaha pashubhi samana. See, human beings have to have self-control. Because I want to eat something, I eat something. Are we animals or what? If you see a buffalo going and there is a beautiful flower bed, do you think the buffalo will appreciate? Oh, what a lovely flower bed. She will go and start eating, that's all. She knows only eat, nothing else. Exactly the same way. Are we animals or human beings? Therefore, first, absolute control over our behavior, control over our social responsibilities, control over our sense organs, control over our mind. When these things are consciously practiced, then alone we are called as human beings. Otherwise, there is no reason why we should be human beings. See, friends, and why the human beings become animal-like is only because prosperity not supported by spirituality leads to perversion. Spirituality alone helps us maintain that we are humane. Otherwise, there is no difference between animals and human beings. Same thing. See, friends, therefore, spirituality tells us, allow the divinity in you to express in its full glory. And the expression of divinity is only one, and that is bliss, happiness. And when a person is happy, he cannot be destructive. When a person is happy, he cannot trouble others. See, just imagine, suppose I go to my girlfriend and tell her, darling, today I am so happy, I just want to cut you into small, small pieces. It can never happen. Happiness is not a destructive criteria. Happiness is creative. See, friends, so let us allow the bliss, the happiness in us to express. An expression of happiness doesn't mean laughing for no reason. That is being mad. The expression of happiness is, number 1, living at zero complaint level. Number 2, learning every day from every experience of life. See? That is happiness. A miserable person cannot learn. And a happy person, those who are having some hobbies, music, drawing, etc., they are happily doing it. They are not bored in that. So let this divine spark in us surface, and we are the source of a great asset to the society, to the world. rather than being a liability to anything or anybody in this world. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.